What's up, Nom Nommers? For this week's video, we are going to be journeying to the land of nuclear waste to try a recipe from the Vault Dwellers Cookbook, Brahmin baked potatoes. Let's dig in. We start the recipe by preparing a sauce. Add mayonnaise, ketchup, ground mustard, Worcestershire sauce, dried dill, and prepared horseradish into a bowl and mix. The sauce by itself was pretty tasty, although a tad sweet. I think it could use slightly more horseradish to give it some more kick. We will just have to see how it works with the rest of the dish. Next, we're going to prepare the potatoes for baking by piercing several holes in them. Once that's done, we're going to pop them into a 400-degree oven for just an hour. Now, if I had written this recipe, I would have done the potato step first and then made the sauce while they were baking, since that would have been more efficient, but that's just me. Once the hour is up, take out your potatoes and let them cool. Don't try to work with them right away. Potatoes are like pockets of steam waiting to burn you. When they are cool enough to handle, cut them in half. If your tray is moving around as much as mine was, you can do this little hack. Simply take a damp paper towel and place it under your tray. Now it won't move as much. This also works for cutting boards. Next, you're going to scoop out the middle of the potato, leaving a little wall around the edge. You want to be careful not to pierce through the skin. Apparently, the potato smelled pretty good since it summoned my dog to me. Isn't he the cutest little good boy? Now we need to make the mashed potato filling. Start by heating up some butter, cream cheese, and sour cream. Once that's melted a bit, go ahead and add the potato that you scooped out and start mashing. When it looks nice and smooth, take it off the heat and season with salt and pepper. It's time for final assembly. Spoon in 2 dollops of sauce into the bottom of the potatoes. I had a lot of sauce left over, so I'm guessing we're going to use it for plating. Now you'll layer on the mashed potatoes, making sure to evenly divide it among the baked potatoes. I tried to press it down a bit so that there would be room on top for the rest of the ingredients. Next, we are going to add the sauerkraut. Layer that on top of the mashed potatoes, pushing it in just a little bit so that it will stick. Your next layer is the prepared Brahmin. Not sure what Brahmin is? You should be able to spot them all over post-war America. They're the mutated cattle with 2 heads. Still can't find any? That's okay. You can always substitute corned beef. Finally, you'll top them off with some shredded Swiss cheese and carefully transfer them back into the oven. Bake them for about 15 minutes at 350 degrees. Okay, given that we had a lot of extra sauce, I went ahead and added the sauce to the plate. And I could probably use a fork and knife to cut this, but I'm gonna just go ahead and maybe try and take a big bite. I definitely think I'm gonna need a fork and knife. Give me 1 second, let me try and cut this. Okay, I'm back. Let's try that again. I wanna get some of the sauce. You definitely want this sauce here. I'm glad that I had extra, because you really need it to cut through all this potato. Let's see. One more little bitey. And the sauerkraut plays so nicely, oh my gosh, with the horseradish. I just got that little hit of it. The sauerkraut's got that sour note to it, right? And it just sort of segues so nicely into the horseradish, like vinegariness. It's so fun and delicious. But yeah, overall, I gotta say this is really tasty. This definitely, I mean, like 2 thumbs up, definitely give it a try. Definitely make this dish, it's good. And that's this week's video. If you've made this recipe before, please drop a comment below and let me know what you thought. And as always, if you enjoyed watching this, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more. See you next week.